Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kim, and today we're going to be talking about something that's going to shake up the entire electric vehicle market. The federal EV tax credit is going away. Yep, the $7,500 you were counting on, well, it's going to probably disappear by September 30th, 2025. In this video, I'll explain what's happening, why it's a big deal, how it affects everyday drivers like you, and what smart strategies you can use if you're thinking of buying an EV. So if you're shopping for a car this year, or even just curious about the future of electric vehicles, this is the video for you. First of all, what's happening? Let's start with the basics. Right now, many electric vehicle buyers can qualify for up to $7,500 in federal tax credits for new EVs and $4,000 for used ones, thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act passed back in 2022. This credit was meant to make EVs more affordable and speed up the adoption across the United States. But under recent legislative changes, the entire federal EV tax credit program is set to expire on September 30th, 2025. That's a full 15 months earlier than many people expected. And here's the kicker. The phase-out comes just as more affordable EVs are hitting the market, and people are finally warming up to the idea of going electric. So how will this affect the everyday driver? What does this mean for everyday folks like you and me? Let's say you were planning to buy a $42,000 Ford Mustang Mach-E or a Tesla Model Y. That $7,500 credit could have brought your total down to under $35,000, which puts it in the range of a well-equipped gas-powered SUV. But once that tax credit disappears, well, you're paying full price. That might not sound like the end of the world, but it adds up, especially when you consider things like rising interest rates and inflation. Not only that, dealers and automakers have used these tax credits as a key part of their pricing strategy. Without them, financing becomes harder, and those low monthly payments you see in the ads, well, they're going to go up. Now, I want to give you this little quick tip. Remember, this is a tax credit, not a rebate. You only get the full $7,500 if you owe that much in taxes. A lot of buyers don't know that. And starting in 2024, some dealerships had started to apply the credit at the point of sale, but only if the car qualified and you met income limits. Okay, so what does this mean for the EV market? This doesn't just hit consumers, it's shaking up the entire EV industry. Companies like Rivian and Lucid are already feeling the heat. Without the credit, they'll have to eat more of the cost, raise prices, or slow down production. Ford has already announced it's scaling back EV investments. General Motors is now focusing more on plug-in hybrids again. Even Tesla, king of EVs, is slashing prices to try to stay competitive. Industry analysts expect EV sales growth in the U.S. to slow dramatically in 2026, if nothing replaces this credit. Meanwhile, China and Europe are doubling down on EVs, meaning we might lose our edge in this global tech race. Now, there are some strategies for some smart EV buyers. What can you do about all this? Well, if you're buying soon, try to make your purchase before September 30th, 2025 to lock in the tax credit. Many dealers are running promotions right now, and manufacturers are offering extras like free charging equipment, loyalty bonuses, or low-interest financing. You need to check the vehicle eligibility because not every EV qualifies. Some don't meet battery sourcing or final assembly requirements. Always check the official list at fueleconomy.gov before you buy. I just went onto that site for the list, and there are many on the list, but at the top of the page it clearly says, not every version of the models listed below will necessarily qualify. Please check with the dealer seller to determine the eligibility of your specific vehicle. So here's like a little bit of what the screen looks like, but the entire list is available online I will put the link down in the description so you can go check it out later. Now, caveat here, even if it is on the list and eligible, you must also meet qualifications. There are income categories you need to qualify for. So check out the details on that site if you're interested. Okay, back to the strategies. Another one is consider leasing. Under current rules, some leased EVs qualify for tax benefits regardless of where they're built or what battery they use. This loophole has made leasing attractive again. Next thing is to look at used EVs. The $4,000 used EV credit is still active, and some great models like the Chevy Bolt and Nissan Leaf will qualify. Now don't forget state and local incentives. California, New York, Colorado, and several other states offer cash rebates, free HOV access, and or charging installation credits. Now, another tip is to work with a tax professional. Don't assume you'll get the credit unless you qualify based on income and your tax liability. Okay, should you rethink buying an EV after September 30th, 2025? That's the big question. Should you buy even if the credit disappears? Honestly, it depends. If your main goal is to save money on fuel and maintenance, EVs can still make sense in the long term. Electricity is cheaper than gas in most areas. Maintenance costs are lower. And if you plan to keep your car for 8 to 10 years, you'll likely come out ahead. But if you're stretching your budget to go electric, the loss of the tax credit might push a gas or hybrid car into a more comfortable price range for you. Hybrids like the Toyota Prius or RAV4 hybrid are incredibly fuel efficient, cheaper upfront, and still offer partial electrification. They're a smart option in this climate right now. So in closing, my final thoughts. The EV tax credit helped get millions of people into electric vehicles. And now that credit's going away. That means you'll need to be even smarter about your purchase decisions. If you're planning to buy, don't wait too long. Get pre-qualified, research your incentives, and be ready to act before that September 30th deadline. And if you're not sure whether to go EV, hybrid, or stick with gas, well, then you need to do some research and maybe subscribe to this channel because I'll do more videos on this topic. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with someone who's considering an EV. See you in the next one.